Good morning and welcome to Soul Soup. I'm Dr. Janette Freeman, and we're here to dish up a little food for your soul and warmth for your heart this morning. We're continuing a series on the power of now. And today is class number 4. Accessing your inner body in order to experience more deeply the now or your own presence. I'm going to talk about accessing the inner body. So settle in and join me for a little bit of direct discussion to start off right from the book itself. And I'm going to read from chapter 6 on the inner body. And Eckhart Tolle said the body can become a point of access into the realm of being. So we're going to go into that a little more deeply, and I have absolutely discovered the truth of this. The mind, as we've talked about, the mind is a constant chatterbox. The mind is anchored in time. It is anchored in judgment. It is anchored in conditioning. It is a constant barrage of warnings. It is a constant barrage of information and commentary and judgment. The mind is not to be trusted. The mind is to be doubted. Just breathe into that with me for a minute. And on this whole journey of awakening and this whole journey of moving more deeply into the I am awareness, to live from the I am awareness, it's necessary to start seeing that the mind and the thinker is not you. There is thinking, there is the mind, there is the commentary and the commentator. There is all of this. And then there is the one that stands behind that, the one that observes that thinking mind, the one that is unmoved, the one that is aware. I am aware of being aware. The I am nature, who is the truth of us, the observer self that is living upstairs, wide awake, watching everything unmoved, is our truest nature. And on this journey of spiritual awakening, we are waking up. We are waking up to begin to see and experience life from presence, from our beingness, from our I am nature. And so all separation, all egoic suffering is directly related to the mind, which is anchored in time, judgment, comparison. But beyond comparison, I am. Beyond judgment, I am. Beyond lack and limitation, I am. Beyond all of this, I am. So our constant reference to the breath and to the body enables us to go deeper into the I am nature and unhook from the reality of the mind. Now, we use the mind, it's a part of our life. When we can access presence, we can use the mind consciously, right, to choose the thought, to choose intention, to choose perception. But while the mind is running us unconsciously, there is no choice. There's no choice at all. So today we're looking at how to access this inner body in order to get underneath that busy mind, using the body as a portal to presence. All right, let me go into another quote from the book. You are cut off from being your I am nature as long as your mind takes up all your attention. When this happens, and it happens continuously for most people, you are not in your body. The mind absorbs all your consciousness and transforms it into mind stuff, and you can't stop thinking. Compulsive thinking is a collective disease. Your whole sense of who you are is then derived from mind activity, and your identity is no longer rooted in being. To become conscious of being, you have to reclaim consciousness from the mind. This is one of the most essential tasks on your spiritual journey. And it will free vast amounts of consciousness that had previously been trapped in useless and compulsive thinking. A very effective way of doing this, he says, and I absolutely agree, is simply to take the focus of your attention away from thinking and direct it into the body, where being can be felt. So let's continue a little bit. So what we perceive it as the body, right? Sometimes we have turned away from the body and we're going to be in the spiritual realm, just living in the spiritual realm. And a lot of times what happens is we're living into the mind. The mind constantly is, future and past. So the body is that part of you that your soul rides in. And it is the only part of this place that's in the present moment. So we can use the body as a portal to take us more deeply into the present moment. And we did that last week's video with going through the body senses and really going more deeply into the body. And through this journey, our practice is to continue to pull awareness into the body, pull awareness into the body. And in today's practice, we'll do that again, go more deeply into feeling the inner body. So the key, as Eckhart Tolle says, is to be in a permanent state of connectedness with your body, to be able to feel it, even though your mind is working, you're going to work, you're being with people, to be able to have some part of your awareness in the body that starts to open up this presence, this peace, this love that's fully felt. The more we train ourselves to have awareness in the body, to feel at all times, he says, it'll rapidly deepen and transform your life. The more consciousness you direct into the inner body, the higher its vibrational frequency becomes. Much like light that grows brighter as you turn up the dimmer switch. So to increase the flow of electricity. So it's like turning the awareness into the body and breathing and being present in the body is like turning up the dimmer switch to let more energy, vibration, and presence be felt and experienced. If we keep our attention focused on the now, he says, the more attention on the body, the more we will be anchored into the now. You won't lose yourself in the external world or lose yourself in your mind. Thoughts, emotions, fears, and desires will still be there to some extent, but they won't take you over. We want to learn to have some awareness in the body at all times, especially as we notice the flow of emotions that are triggered by mental images, beliefs, memories, projections into the future, things that start to be causing an emotional reaction, emotional suffering in any way. And if we can become aware of the inner body, we'll become aware as soon as the trigger happens, because we've made a home awareness in the body. So a lot of suffering comes because we're not in the body, we're in the mind, and something comes in, it completely takes us over, and then it's a day or two before we even move through that. So as we learn to keep some awareness in the body, some presence in the body, we can be aware without trying to resist the different flow of emotions, the different flow of energies that come in and come out. We can become aware when anguish or stress or anxiety or darkness hits us, and we can be aware and allow it to flow through us without getting stuck. So when we're out of the body, when we're in the head, that anguish, that tension, that stress comes in and it takes us over before we even know it. It's like nobody's home. Nobody's home in the body or in the mind. Nobody's home. And it's like these energies can just come in, take us over, and we're stuck. We're lost. So it says, unless you stay present, and inhabiting the body is always a part of that, you will continue to be run by your mind. The script in your head that you learned a long time ago, the conditioning of your mind will dictate your thinking and your behavior. You may be free of it for brief intervals, but not for long. This is especially true when something goes wrong. There is a loss or some upset. Your conditioned reactions will be involuntary, automatic, and predictable, fueled by the one basic emotion that underlies all mind-identified state of consciousness, and that is fear. You guessed it, fear. So when challenges come, as they always will, make a habit to go in at once, to feel it in your body. It doesn't need to take a long time, but you do need to do it as soon as the challenge presents itself, or you will be taken out by the mind. That's why it's so important to have some awareness in the body. Catch it early. See it as it arises. Keep some distance between the mental chatter and the presence that watches the mental chatter. I am aware of mental chatter. I am aware of mental anguish. I am aware of the body feeling all of it. I am aware of everything that is happening in this moment. I am aware of the feelings, the tenseness. I'm aware of the flow. I'm aware of the tightness. Who is it that is aware of all of that? I am. I am. I am. So he says, as long as you are aware and in conscious contact with your inner body, you are like a tree that is deeply rooted in the earth. Or you're building a foundation on deep, strong, solid rock. So anchoring awareness in the inner body keeps us present. Keeps us present. Let's see if there's anything else. So when the mind is running the body, conflict and strife and problems are inevitable. Being in touch with your inner body is a key to being able to have some space, some separation from the mind. So let's review and then move into a process. So we have the mind, the silly mind, the anguishing mind. It's a constant barrage of images, judgments, conflicts, past, future, directly replaying thoughts that cause separation or judgment. And in our journey of evolving, consciously evolving, in our journey of awakening spiritually, in our journey for peace for no reason, we're learning to access the inner body as a portal to the unmanifested, as a portal to the I am nature, as a portal to experiencing life as the I am presence, the true nature. So let's move in now to the inner body, right where you are. When we're always thinking, we have a small self-reality. But when we can move more deeply into the body, we can tap into the light and the presence, which is what we are. So allowing everything to be exactly as it is in this moment, begin to bring your awareness to your body. Direct your attention into the body and feel it from within. Is it alive? Notice what it feels like in the heart space as you breathe. Allowing everything to be as it is, not needing anything at all to change. Notice the gentle inflow and outflow of the breath. Always allowing the breath to take you more deeply into the interior of the body. Breathing, feeling the body breathe itself. That's right. Noticing the breath moving deeper into the abdomen. Breathing. Feeling the gentle flow in and out, deeper into your abdomen. Breath. Breathing. Feeling the inner textures in any part of your body that brings or grabs your attention. Any sensations, any residual emotion. Breathe more deeply into any part of the inner body that collects your attention. I am aware of my inner body. Get a sense of the interior inner body, the light inside of you. From the top of your head, down through your head, down through your throat, your heart, your abdomen, your hips, your legs, your feet. Get a sense of the light that you are, the vibrating, moving, interior body I am. And even though thoughts enter in and thoughts grab your attention, continue to just bring your attention into the inner body. Sense into the feeling of the light within you or the energy within you. Don't think about it, just keep focusing on the feelings. The more attention you give it, the stronger and more clear it will become. It will feel as if every cell is becoming more and more alive. And if you have a strong visual sense, you may get an image of your body being luminous like light. Sometimes the image can help, but it's not important to move into the imaging. No matter how beautiful and powerful, move into the feeling of feeling that light and energy in your interior body. I am here. I am here. I am aware of my inner body. I am aware. I am aware of being aware. And when the mind is activated again, it's all right. That's what thinking does. And bring awareness down into your body and into your breath. And feel that awareness and that presence right there. Feel that awareness and that presence right there. In the breath. In the inner body. That's right. Shimmering light, peace, presence. I am being aware. So as you listen to my voice, just keep some part of your awareness on the inner part of you. That's right, the inner part. Feeling the inner vibration in the body, the inner awareness. So we can learn to have some part of awareness on the inside as we listen to others, as we live our lives. Because the more we have awareness on the inner body, the more we will experience life from the presence. And the more we experience life from the seat of being, from the seat of presence, from the seat of awake alertness, the more we can trust life to open the next door, the more we can trust life to provide, the more we can trust intuition, the more we can trust and surrender to life as it is unfolding without the endless need to think we're in control. We can trust life. We are learning to become more and more present in this moment. We're stepping out of the way of the little egoic self and the fear-based mentalities and allowing the I am nature, the I am presence to lead, to guide, to walk through open doors, to experience joy for no reason. The I am that I am is our true nature. And it is light, and it is peace, and it is presence. And that portal of the inner body and awareness in the inner body allows that to magnetize, allows that presence to be felt and experienced, and invites that presence into our awareness. I am that. I am that. I am that. And knowing that, I can trust. I can trust this present moment. I can trust this life. I can trust right here, right now. I can trust. Life is good. I am awake. I am aware. I'm at peace. All is well in this very moment. I am that I am. So gently just coming back, but keeping some awareness on the inner body. I'm glad that you joined us today for Soul Soup and for this class, this lesson on the inner body as a portal to presence. And I hope that you will practice if it brings you more awareness. I'm Janette Freeman, and I'm glad you're with us today. If you enjoyed this programming, I invite you to go to my website, drjanettefreeman.com, and there is more information or how you can get in touch with me personally. I also invite you, if you haven't yet checked out I Am Source Code, 10 simple lessons to tap more deeply into the I Am power and the I Am presence in that simple course on how to manifest from the I Am nature, the I Am power. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all of our donors that make this programming possible. We are so grateful for your exchange of energy. If this is useful for you, we appreciate your donations, and there's donations in the link box. Please sign up on my email list and be notified of upcoming events and some new wonderful things that are coming about. I'm excited to be sharing a new wonderful app that's available called I Am That I Am. And I am going to include in the chat box a promo code. The promo code is IAMPROMO, where you can get the upgraded version for a reduced price. And it's an amazing app where you can record your own affirmations, I am affirmations. You can record your own reminders. You can put music behind it. You can put binaural beats behind it. There's so many amazing, wonderful things that you can do. So check that out. I'll give you the information as it is available. So thank you so much for joining us. Many blessings. Namaste.